Many aspiring business analysts get confused between Agile and Scrum. And when it comes to writing user stories, they either overcomplicate it or miss key details. If that sounds like you, this session is going to fix that. Welcome to day 5 of our business analyst training. Today, we will going to focus on Agile, Scrum, and user stories. Today's content, Introduction to Agile, Agile principles. What is Scrum? Example of Scrum workflow. What are user stories? What are acceptance criteria? Example of user story with acceptance criteria. Good user story versus bad user story. How business analysts contribute in Agile. So let's start with introduction to Agile. Agile is a iterative and flexible approach to project delivery that focuses on delivering value in small increments. So this is how you achieve in small sprints. Like an example, a mobile app team releases passwordless login first, then add Face ID, then multi-device sync. Each release improves member experience without waiting too long. A banking team release view balance, then view transaction, then download statement, then categorize spending. Each increment solves a real customer need. Continuous collaboration with stakeholders. So how you collaborate with stakeholders? The product owner meets with customer support weekly to understand new pain points and adjust backlog priorities. A Scrum team invites marketing to sprint review, so upcoming feature align with launch campaigns, and marketing knows about this one, so they can provide the best marketing, email communication, or paper communication to the members. Responding quickly to change. A competitor launches a new feature, the team immediately reprioritizes the backlog to deliver a matching capability within 2 sprints. So now we have realized, our competitor is launching something and we feel that will be really beneficial to our members. So we are accommodating that one in our backlog. A stakeholder realizes a requirement is no longer needed. The team removes it instantly instead of building unnecessary functionality. Frequent feedback loops. Developer shares early API contracts with QA to get feedback before implementation. So the developer doesn't wait till the end. The team uses feature flags to release functionality to a smaller user group, gather feedback, and improve before full rollout. Key agile values, individual and interaction over process and tools. So like an example, a developer walks over to a BA to clarify a requirement instead of spending hours writing long emails or creating tickets. Another example will be the team holds a quick whiteboard session or discussion to solve a design problem instead of waiting for a formal meeting. Because when you are putting up a formal meeting, not all the people will be available. So it's really good that just jump it, do the discussion on a whiteboard. QA and dev pair and then test a feature together, catching issues faster than relying solely on documenting the test cases. Working product over documentation. So instead of writing 40-page requirement document, the team builds a clickable prototype to show stakeholders how the feature will going to work. Developer deliver a working API endpoint and demo it to the team instead of focusing on perfecting API documentation fast. The team prioritizes building a functional login flow rather than writing detailed design document that may become outdated very quickly. Customer collaboration over contract negotiation. So a client sees early demos every 2 weeks and give feedback that shapes the next sprint. So instead of sticking rigidly to the original contract scope, we are okay to change. The product owner works closely with business user to refine acceptance criteria as new insight emerges. The team invites stakeholder to backlog refinement sessions so they can co-create solution instead of relying solely on formal requirement sign-off. So this way you're inviting the stakeholders to take part with you and get the perfect solution they are looking for. Responding to change over following a plan. Analytics show users aren't using a newly released feature. The team immediately shift focus to improve usability instead of continuing with the original roadmap. So what they have created, they are focusing on making it more improve. A regulatory update requires changes to the product. The team adapts the sprint backlog to meet the new compliance rules. Because if you don't comply with the rules, you might be affected with a fine from the state or a government. During development, the team discovers a simpler solution that saves time and cost, so they pivot instead of sticking to the original design. So another example will be a retail company launches its mobile app feature by feature every 2 weeks instead of waiting months for the full release. So in this way, they are showcasing what they have developed to the stakeholders, get the inputs to them, so they are creating the perfect solution or a perfect product. Agile has 12 principles, but let's focus on most BA relevant here. Early and continuous delivery of value. So, in this example, a fintech team releases a basic loan calculator, then adds eligibility check, then application submission. User get value from day one, and also the company gets value as well. A retail app launches order tracking first, then adds delivery notification, then real-time driver location. Welcome changing requirements. Mid sprint, a stakeholder realizes customer prefer phone verification over email. The team adjusts the login flow instead of resisting the change. User research shows a feature is confusing. The team redesigns the UI even if the original design was already approved. A competitor launches a new capability. The team shifts priority to stay competitive. Close collaboration between business and developers. Developers invite business users to review early prototypes to validate workflows before coding continues. QA developer and business analysts jointly define acceptance criteria to avoid misunderstanding later. Business stakeholders join sprint review and give immediate feedback that shapes the next sprint. Deliver working profe- Deliver working software frequently 2 to 4 weeks. A Scrum team releases a new version of mobile app every 3 weeks, each time adding small but meaningful improvements. A product team uses feature flag to release small slices of functionality to real users every 2 weeks. A startup pushes weekly update to the production even if there are very small UI or performance improvements. Simplicity. Maximize the amount of work not done. Instead of building a complex custom reporting engine, the team integrates a simple export to CSV option that meets 80% of user needs. In this way, you're saving time and money. The team avoids over-engineering by building only the essential fields of a form instead of adding every possible options. Developer reuse an existing authentication service instead of creating a new one from scratch. Regular reflection and improvement. QA identifies recurring bugs from rush testing, so the team adds a mid-sprint test cycle. The team noticed burnout and agrees to reduce work in progress to improve flow and reduce stress. What is Scrum? Scrum is the most commonly used agile framework that organizes work into small cycles called sprint, usually 2 weeks. What are the Scrum roles? Product owner, what he does, defines vision, prioritize backlog. Scrum Master, he removes blockers and coaches the team. Development team consists of designers, developers, and testers. Scrum events, in sprint refinement, you bring your user story for the first time in front of the team so you can make them aware of what exactly needs to be built in coming weeks. Sprint grooming, once the user story goes through the sprint refinement, it comes to the sprint grooming. In this meeting, the overall goal of the team is to story point the user stories. Sprint planning, this session is before the sprint starts. So you plan what needs to be built, what are the user stories we will be bringing into the next sprint. Daily stand up. This is a 15-minute session every day where everyone comes and they basically answers what they have done yesterday, what they will going to do today, and if they have any blockers. Sprint review or sprint demo. After the product is developed, after the sprint, you provide a demo to the stakeholders to get their feedback. Sprint retrospective is also kind of a review, but of your own team. After the sprint, the whole team sits and then try to understand what went well, what didn't went well, what other things need to be changed in our team. Scrum artifacts, product backlog, sprint backlog, increment of the product we built. PO creates and prioritizes backlog. So PO gathers input from customers, business stakeholders, analytics, and support team. They create backlog items like enable one-click checkout, add order tracking notification, improve search performances. Team selects stories for the sprint. So the team goes to the backlog and sees what other things need to be done in the next sprint. During sprint planning, the team reviews the top backlog items as per the priority. Developers and QA estimate effort and discuss dependencies. The team commits to a realistic set of stories. For example, add delivery status to order history, fix payment timeout issue. Team works in short cycles. The team breaks stories into tasks like API updates, UI change. Daily stand up for updates. A quick 15-minute sync where each member shares what they completed yesterday, what they plan to do today, any blockers. Example, yesterday I finished the API for order status. Today I will integrate it with the UI blocked on test data from QA. At end of the sprint review and increment, the team demos completed work to stakeholders and they give feedback. Here the new order tracking screen, here how the payment timeout fix works. Retrospective for improvements, the team reflects on what went well, what didn't went well, and what to improve in next sprint. What are user stories? A user story is a simple description of a requirement from a user perspective. So there's a format called invest in which we write the user stories. As a user, as a type of user, I want a feature so that the business value. So for example, how we'll write a good user story. As a customer, I want to reset my password so that I can recover access to my account. As a admin, I want to export user data so that I can generate monthly reports. As a Amazon user, I want to log in onto my account so I can check my orders. As a shopper, I want to filter products by price so that I can find items within my budget. Now let's talk about what are acceptance criteria. Acceptance criteria specify conditions that must be met for a user story to be considered complete. Purpose of acceptance criteria: set expectations. For example, as a customer, I want to reset my password so I can access my account. The acceptance criteria will be user receives a reset link in 2 minutes, link expires after 10 minutes, user must enter new password twice and must meet password security rules when they are changing the password. It removes ambiguity. They eliminate guesswork for developers, QA, and stakeholders. For example, without acceptance criteria, add search functionality. The dev might build keyword search while business expected filter and sorting. So see, if you're not writing acceptance criteria, it has ambiguity. The other person might feel something else, but you were thinking something else. Serves as basis of testing. QA uses acceptance criteria to write test cases and confirms the feature works. For example, the acceptance criteria will be system sends confirmation email after order is placed. Email includes order number and delivery date. So the QA will going to write the test case out of this one saying place an order, verify email is received, check email contains correct order number, check delivery date matches the system. Defines done for a team. A story is only done when all acceptance criteria are met, not when code seems to work. For example, acceptance criteria for add an item to a cart. Item appears in the cart instantly, cart updates total price, cart persists after page refreshes. Definition of done will be The story isn't complete until all three behaviors work exactly as described. Let's talk about two formats of acceptance criteria widely used: scenario based, which is Jerkin, and bullet checklist acceptance criteria. So let's talk about scenario based Jerkin. Scenario: successful login with valid credentials. Given the user is on login page, when the user enter a valid username and valid password and clicks on login button, then the user should be redirected to the dashboard and a welcome message should appear. Scenario: login attempt with incorrect password. Given the user is on a login page, when the user enters a valid username and invalid password and clicks on login, the system should display an incorrect username or password as an error message, and the user should remain on the login page. Login attempt with blank fields. Given the user is on the login page, when the user clicks on login without entering any credentials, then the system should display a username and passwords are required message. Bullet and checklist acceptance criteria. So user story will be: as a customer, I want to log into the online portal so that I can access my account. Acceptance criteria in a checklist format will be: the system must require both username and password for login. The system must validate credentials against the user database. If the username and password are valid, the user is redirected to the dashboard. A welcome message must appear after successful login so the member knows that the login has been successful. If a password is incorrect, an error message must be displayed: incorrect username and password. If the user leaves the username or password blank, a validation message must be shown. The system should lock the account after 5 consecutive failed login attempts, and this can be an optional acceptance criteria. What is the difference between good user story versus bad user story? So a bad user story will be: create order tracking page. Why is it bad? Not from user perspective, no value, no acceptance criteria. A good story example will be: as a customer, I want to track my order so that I know when it will arrive. With clear acceptance criteria, this is testable and actionable. How business analysts contribute to the agile: clarify requirements, break down epics into smaller user stories, write a good acceptance criteria, assist in backlog refinement and help the product owner, facilitate communication between product owner, developer, QA, designer. They support user acceptance testing. A real example will be: BA collaborate with product owner to split a large checkout process epic into smaller stories. Like the user story will be: user story number 1, add to cart; user story number 2, payment; user story number 3, apply coupons; and user story number 4, review order. As I always says, I appreciate all of you watching my videos. It means a lot to me. If you have any feedback or any comments, please leave in the comment section. If you have not liked or subscribed, please do so you don't miss out important videos coming out. Thank you so much.